Hey everybody, it's Eve. Today's video is going to be a little different. I thought, maybe I tell you a little bit more about myself. I was inspired by this YouTuber called KRIST.YU. If you don't know who she is, please check her out. Her videos are very, very different than mine. There's a lot more thought and production put into hers as opposed to me who just sits in front of a camera and is it's very relaxing to watch her. Give her a go. I'll leave her link down below. She's amazing, as well as maybe if you want to see my drawing that I did of her, because I do art. In case you didn't know. Yeah, she did a video just like today that was called, I think something 25 facts about me. I had a different idea of what I wanted to record today, but I really like that and I feel like it'll help me dive into what I wanted to record originally. And maybe you'll find out what fact about me there's a story about. Okay. My name is not Eve. Oh, shocker. I know. My name is actually Evangelina Rios. I'm not too sure, that's giving a lot away on the internet, but I'm on the internet now, so whatever. My parents don't even call me that. They usually resort to Eve just because it's a lot quicker, I was born around the time Pokemon first gen came about. And the Pokemon Eevee, I really appealed to her. She is my favorite Pokemon. It just stuck with the kids because they're like, oh, Eve, Eevee, the Pokemon. And I was like, yeah, that's, just remember my name like that. I also had a lot of trouble with teachers trying to pronounce my name. I don't think it's that hard. I mean, it's spelled like this. It's kind of spelled how it's pronounced. I don't know, but there was always trouble. And I was like, just call me Eve. It's a lot easier. I was born July 28th, 1994, so that makes me 22 years old, about to be 23 this year. And also I'm a Leo. If you're into zodiacs and horoscopes, I am. It's pretty fun. I am quite mixed ethnicity-wise. My mom is Puerto Rican and Filipino, and my dad is Guatemalan, German, and I think maybe a little Spaniard on my grandpa's side. That's what I've heard one time, so I'll stick with it. Yeah, I'm just a jumble of things. I'm a mixed puppy. I am very, very short. And the cool thing about a camera is you never get to compare yourself or stand next to me, and I feel average at least. On a good day, I'm 5'1". But I'm probably actually 5 feet tall. Yeah, I've always been the shortest in my class. One time I tied with another girl for the shortest. So I guess I wasn't alone. I have one sibling, and that is a younger brother. He's 17, going on 18 this year. And it's crazy. He's way taller than me. We look nothing alike. If you saw us, you would never guess that we were brother and sister. I am left-handed. I love being left-handed. It's like a club, When a left-handed person meets another left-handed person, you're like, oh my god, you're left-handed. And it's yeah, it's the secret, initiation to a club. It's really cool knowing another left-handed person because you know the struggle. I also like the fact that there are fewer of us in this world. And that's mainly because a lot of people thought people who were left-handed were the spawns of Satan. I have tons of white hair. There's some right here. However, I have most of them on my left side. It's this crazy garden of white hair. Maybe a little dandruff, I know. Just winter in general has gotten me dry. I hope more of it sprouts on this side so I can be like Cruella de Vil. Goals. I'm not hoarder status on TLC messy, but I am naturally a messy person. I heard that's a characteristic of being a genius, so that makes me feel better. It's an organized mess, okay? I know where my things are. It just looks crazy to the normal eye. I used to get stern talks too from mostly my father, and he's like, you need to clean up your room, but I'm like, are you hosting any parties in my room? Leave the door closed how I have it and you don't have to look at it, I think he's given up on me because he doesn't ask anymore. He's just learned to accept it, so thank you. I don't always live in a mess though. Sometimes it'll get a little bit too much for me and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should clean. I clean when I want to clean, I have to do it on my own without other people telling me. I am naturally a night owl. A lot of my thoughts happen at night, at least past midnight. Once I get past that midnight hour, I'm just awake and thinking of different things, and I have so many questions in my head. Luckily we have smartphones because I can just Google it right away, but that's also it's a double-edged sword because I end up staying up really late because of it. I was a super late bloomer traveling. I went on my first airplane ride at the age of 18. I went to New York, and it was a crazy flight, not only because it was my first flight, but one of the flying times was for 5 hours straight, and we hit turbulence, which I enjoyed. I don't know, I really liked it. I am a person that would rather create something than buy it. And what I mean is, since I do art, I love a lot of like artist prints and artwork in general, but I can never find myself to purchase it. I know it's super bad, but I'm like, I can do it, like I can make that, but I never end up doing it. I've never ever had a serious boyfriend. I'd say I really only had 2 people I would say I considered kind of my boyfriend, but I never said like the boyfriend word, you know, the B word, like ooh. But it also never got far enough to define the relationship. I usually opt out of it because I'm like, I get weird. I don't want babies. Like, I do not see myself ever having a child. The thought of it's really weird. I just don't have that maternal instinct. For example, if I hear a baby cry, I don't like run up to it because that should be in our DNA. I stray away. I walk away as opposed to walk towards it. Babies don't seem that cute to me, sorry. There are some very cute babies, but most of them, you look like aliens when you come out. I just don't see it. If anything, I can see myself being like a cool aunt, but having a baby and the whole process of it is just like, no. I overthink a lot. It kind of sucks because it holds me back from what I want to do. The situation can be like super simple, but I'll think of like all the possible outcomes for it, and then I'd psych myself out and be like, maybe I shouldn't. Recently I have been pushing myself to do things without really giving much thought to them, and it's really hard. I feel like I like to give myself stress for no reason. Maybe that's why I have all these white hairs. I am not religious, but I am spiritual, and a lot of people might be like, it's like the same thing, but it's really not. I believe that there is something out there that's greater than us, bigger than we can comprehend, and maybe it's aliens, I don't know. I think it's nice to believe in something that's bigger than what you are. We're basically nothing in this universe, like nothing. I feel like if you put positive vibes out into the universe, they'll make their way back to you. It's hard to define, but if you can understand what I'm trying to say, then yes. I need to constantly create something, and I think that's why I've always been into the arts. It probably started off with my mom because she always put me in different activities. I need something to do, or if I'm not doing anything, it's, I don't know how people do it. I can't. Like, I need to do something all the time. Yeah, I just need something to focus on to rest my thoughts in my head. It always makes me sound crazy. And that's probably why YouTube has helped me a lot, because I have some place to show you things and it gives me things to do. Random fact, I've never had a nosebleed in my life. I feel like that's a Guinness World Record. I don't know how they would be able to prove that I've never had a nosebleed, but I swear to you guys, I never have. The first band I ever fell in love with / obsessed over was Panic at the Disco. Mainly because Brenton Urie. I Write Sins Not Tragedies. I watched that video, the intro where he's looking down with that hat and then he looks up to say like, whore. That eyeliner, those lips, that lip gloss. That was the moment I knew he was the one. I've always loved music. I grew up with music playing in my house, mainly from my mom. Her taste was really reggae / rock, and then my dad was hip-hop, but mostly 80s music, so I just love that music can take you to, or relive certain memories. I'm sure everyone has a song that when they hear it, it takes them back to a certain moment in their life, whether that was good, bad, whatever, but it just has that, like, you can relive that moment all over again just hearing the song, and I think that's just amazing. One of my dream jobs was to be in a band. Oh, I wanted to be in a band really, really bad. I think what I'd really like to be would be like the singer or the front man of the band. Not that like I'm a great singer. I think I'm an okay singer. I don't know. Sometimes you don't even really have to be a good singer. You just have to command the stage. You just get to travel everywhere, play music. I don't know, it just seemed like such a cool lifestyle. When I was younger, I actually tried to be a model slash actress. A scout came to my mother and asked her if, oh, is your daughter interested in ever becoming a model? She has the face for it. My mom gets crazy. She's like, oh my god, yes, totally. I guess it was Pro Scouts. I'm not too sure if anyone remembers them, because I don't even know if they exist anymore, to be honest. We ended up going to Arizona, and then there was like a whole bunch of people there, and then different people that represented companies. We got like a call back from someone who represented Nickelodeon, and I was like, what? We went up to her, and then she gave me like a skit to do right in front of her, and I was like, she said that she liked me, however, I needed more experience. The only thing I was hoping to get out of it was to work for Disney and do that like, hey, my name's Eve, and you're watching Disney Channel. You know the little wand thing? I still watch Disney Channel. I'm embarrassed to say that, but I do. It's definitely not as good as it used to be before, but somehow I always end up on Disney Channel. I can't wear heels. I can barely walk in them, to be honest, but I just don't get it. Like, how do people wear heels? They hurt so bad. And people are always like, oh, like you just gotta get used to them and then they'll be comfortable. But seriously, I have tried. Never have I ever had a comfortable pair of heels. I'm like a tennis shoe person. Like Vans, pretty much the only shoes I wear, and they're pretty disgusting and worn out. I'd rather be comfortable. I've never had acrylic nails. I don't like people touching my hands. If that makes sense. And every time they peel back that cuticle or like push back your... No. That's another reason why I don't think I could be a beauty guru, because they're always like done up and like looking real good, and me, I just wake up, plop out of my bed finally, and I don't even change. I think that's why you see me in hoodies, because I'll just put that over and be like, I'm good. I'm legally considered a male. What? And I have more to say about that, but on my birth certificate it says male. Okay, so that was it. I'd like to know some weird things about you guys, for those who comment on my videos. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!